I have to wait donkey years after you bring home thing for me in my vagina. And I must...
Whoa.
No. Hey y'all, welcome back to Happy Hour with SnL. We are back again for another week. This is episode 6. And this week, question of the week actually came from someone in the Substance Spills group chat. If you don't know what the Substance Spills group chat is, you just DM us on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, because our TikTok DMs are open, and give us suggestions of questions. We're open to that if you want to hear answers for certain questions, or even your dilemmas. But if you're not following us over there, how you will know? How will you know? But anyway, the question of the week was, what was the last straw or breaking point that made you leave that relationship?
Ready to hear these.
Oh my. I think this one goes without being said. Disrespect.
Sorry.
Yeah, disrespect. I think that goes without being said. Like,
That should be a given.
yeah.
You should just walk away as soon as it disrespects that. Because as soon as it starts, it will never stop.
Yeah, it will never stop, because it'll be like, oh, he or she will be like, oh, you like this? Okay. And continue.
Exactly.
This one is our next given for me, which is horn and high levels of insecurity. Well, when I say given for me, is horn, because I know some people doesn't forgive horn.
That is a difficult one. I feel as though like these days everybody just horning people left, right, and center.
Yeah.
And then they stay, and to me, I am confused.
I mean,
it's a give and take of what you could handle or not.
I guess, but I mean, I forgive horn in my younger days, but as now I ain't grown enough to know. Okay, no, because to me, like, every time I forgive in the past, it happened again. Anyway, so.
However, I know some couples who went through that stage in their life, and the guys was just playing themselves, and then after a while they were able to change, and through counseling and whatnot, they are better men. I, on the other hand, I'm not sure if I'm willing to go through that.
I understand that everything, you will do things together, but I have to wait donkey years after you bring home thing for me in my vagina. And I must...
Whoa.
No, seriously, because when you're horn, it opens anything.
Well,
so,
yes.
You home, you Laurel, right? And you just out there titivating yourself. I must sit down there and wait until you become the best man you could be for me.
It's unfair. It really is unfair.
For the woman who could do that, great for you, kudos to you. But
really
I cannot do that. I'm not willing to do that.
Same.
I am selfish
same.
with me.
Same.
And I'm not going through that.
Same. I don't know if I can handle it. I don't think I mentally can handle it. Because especially if I am giving you all of me and being so loyal in the relationship, I would expect the same.
The same, yeah. And
if it is that you cannot do the same, it's best you don't be in a relationship.
Bye-bye. They also said there are high levels of insecurity. I can understand that though. Because, and I'm guilty. Is if you're not ready to go in, if you're not really healed, I should say, like, I am guilty of saying, if I see at the slightest thing that resembles the past, I'm like, you're like, goodbye. But I don't. You hear something?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think for me that it is necessarily like totally bad because is it no, if it is, I say, wait, I see a slightest thing of like a bad trait that I see in the past relationship that you have. And I like, and I say, okay, what's supposed to do? Give it a chance, and then does he say,
I think you should give them the benefit of the doubt. Here's what. Hear me out. It's like a new relationship. You shouldn't bring your past into the present relationship. That is recipe for disaster. I have been in both situations in the sense that I was very insecure in a relationship where someone made me feel as though I could not be secure, right? So I was, acting up because you gave me every reason to feel that way. However, being on the receiving end where you have to be convincing somebody you're not doing anything, it is very draining. And it's eventually the best thing to do is just leave, because how much times you're going to prove yourself to this person that I'm not doing anything? So in your mind you might say it's better go and do something.
Yeah.
Because either way she not going to believe me anyway.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So insecurity could eat away your relationship.
Yeah.
You'll have to work together and try to figure it out.
But at the same time though, also, I don't know if this is unfair, but let me not say it's not unfair. Like, okay, so for me, one of my things that I like is reassurance. Does that fall under love language?
Not really, but I guess some aspects of it.
I like that, honestly. I like it.
Yeah, but I feel as though there's a line where there's too much, because you can't all the time. Next thing, can't reassure you at a particular time. Get what I'm saying? Like,
but I get where you're coming from though.
Mm-hmm.
It could be draining too, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't mind being reassured in the relationship as well. But if you're constantly having to be reassured all the time, it will become a problem. I guess you just have to have a balance.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Just need to have a balance. The next one is oh my god. This person said when they were not recognizing themselves in the mirror.
Oof. Yeah, boy. That one is deep.
That one is, to me, that's God telling me, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
And that's really hard, because sometimes you get so caught up with trying to make your relationship with, when it's toxic. And you just keep trying, and then you look up and you're like, who am I?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Yeah.
I'm not smiling anymore, I'm not laughing anymore, I'm not going out anymore. You just lose your whole self.
Which is bad, and the next thing about it is, even when you leave, you still have to work to get that person back. You have to find you again, you have to learn to love you again, and you're not always 100% certain that you're going to get the person you knew before back.
Very true, facts.
So it would be a revised edition. Oh, yeah. Abusive mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Yeah. Leave. Thank God you left. Thank God you left.
I don't have no ifs, no buts, no maybes. To me, the first sign of, because at the start, to me, I find it starts mentally first.
Putting you down, telling you all sorts of things.
Yeah, I experienced that.
Self-esteem.
And to me, that was, okay, goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you love somebody, you want to do something like that.
Right.
So for me,
But then they're trying to do it in that kind of way, and looking out for your, for your best interests.
which is shitty, because if you're just talking about mentally, sometimes that comes in the forms of romantic relationships and friendships, where you have jealous friends where they would say something like let me give you an example. They rather tough love. When it's not necessarily tough love, you're just trying to put me down to make yourself feel better.
Right.
Because you have a difference between tough love and you being insecure and taking your insecurities out on me, trying to dim my light. So I think the first sign of it is really and truly, yeah, definitely go physical.
If you could get also of it, not even if, just try your best to get out of it, because most of the time it is end in death.
In death, yeah.
If you try to stay.
Yeah, just get out. You don't have no ifs, you don't have no buts, you don't have no maybes. Flirting with other women in front of me, oh, goodbye.
There's a thing?
No.
There's a thing?
Oh, goodbye.
But you know what? Okay,
that's disrespect too, though.
Yes, it does, right? But I feel as though I around so many people these days, and I have a friend who is fine with that.
Fine with what?
With their partner flirting with other people. Now, I don't think necessarily they do it in front of each other, but if she goes out, she's free to flirt with guys, and he's free to flirt with women, and that's it. They have the boundaries. So I guess what works for you works for you. But in front of me, we have a problem, because I feel as though that's total disrespect. You just don't care about me.
I think I will have to go with what you said initially. It depends on your relationship, what you want set as boundaries, because let us be real, some people believe and go by so many different things in relationships now. Example, polygamy, and that's okay. But in my reality, that I'm not okay with that shit.
Yeah.
So it really
It's
actually
what
goes
works for
down
you.
to right. Disrespecting their parents because they started paying more bills around the house.
Oh, so she noticed that he was being disrespectful to his parents?
Yeah, basically.
But that's a good reason to leave, because how they treat the parents is how they're going to treat you.
Yeah. And first of all, you're sick and disgusted.
Because you're paying more bills, yeah?
Yeah.
So he's man now.
What? I had to beg for flowers.
Oh.
I mean, so many things could go different with that, right? It could be that this person is not a flowers person, but if you as a person in a relationship tell your partner outright that you like this, I mean, show the effort now. You're not showing the effort.
The love languages, and one is gifts.
But that's making a specific gift.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, I hate flowers.
Me too.
I don't like that shit.
So I was actually talking to my girlfriend about this recently, and I was telling her, my ex got me flowers some time ago, and I felt as though in hindsight I didn't handle the situation properly. I wasn't like, oh my god, why are you buying my flowers? But I was just like, oh, flowers, because to me, I'm not into flowers like that. Like,
did he know that you wasn't into flowers?
He didn't know. I think he always used to get me flowers all the time, and I used to be like, oh my god, yes, thanks for flowers. But this time he actually was like, you don't like the flowers? He kind of kept crying, you don't like the flowers. And I was like, flowers. Now, I'm a real simple girl, but I don't like it.
I hate flowers. I really hate flowers. I say though, so I never had, actually I had one experience with an ex, and what was it? Something we were talking about, like, to do. We couldn't really celebrate Valentine's Day because it had so much to do. We were together, but we couldn't like actually go out to celebrate it because on that day fell on a day where we had a lot of prep and it had something was going on, right?
Right.
And it was like first Valentine's too. But for me, I am simple too, so I was just happy that although we have plenty to do, we was together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I didn't mind. I like that excitement to be running up and down. So that was my thing. And prior to that he was talking about something about flowers, and I was like, Eden. I was like, Eden.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I feel you words on me.
I was like, he's like, you know what flowers? I was like, no. Nor do I like chocolates. It's like, oh, okay.
I love chocolate.
I hate chocolate.
Give me chocolate any day.
No, but it's something that I do like. So I think it was like a ghee that probably was strong, but it was before they even do anything. So they know they have knowledge.
Yeah.
But in that sense, I mean I fund myself for everything. I'm not really somebody who does ask for anything. Once I want something,
you go get it.
I go and get myself. And if you happen to know and you do it, fine. But I have my own vices. Like I like makeup. If you get me something with makeup, if you get me a Sephora gift card, I'm like glee. Give me an outside gift card, I in my glee.
You know what was one of my favorite gifts from one of my ex?
Oh,
A pink onesie.
you like?
That was
when you read like pink.
Exactly, and it was just like a pink onesie, and you know I always cold.
Yeah.
So that was my favorite thing. I tell you, like, I could keep it.
Yeah, you can keep that.
Don't waste your money.
Don't waste your time. I don't like that. I don't know what about it I don't like. I just don't like it. It's not my thing.
And then have some girls out there who every time they come home they get the flowers and they're happy and excited. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh my god, don't talk about even if it's Valentine's Day. And it's not, when you are the game, you can treat it well, but if you're on the work and there's a whole set of flowers, I'd be like, kid, because I can't stand the sight of it, like one set of bouquets lying now. I don't like it. I don't know what about flowers I don't like, but I just don't like that shit. I don't know what about it is like, ugh. I just feel like if I put in grass, and you know how I feel about grass. I like it. So, yeah. I don't know what about it, but I'm not flowers girl. But if you are, and your person knows that you are, and you're not even making an effort, well, definitely, because that's something simple. That's real simple.
He probably thinking, you like flowers, girl, but that no. Don't look at that.
Yeah.
What she asking for is some flowers.
It's some flowers. Is what the person like. You can't buy what you want.
Yeah.
Is what the person would appreciate, and you know upfront though. So you have no excuse. Unwillingness to integrate with my friends and family, but I must cater to his. That is a red flag for me. That's a red flag for me. And you know what? It's so weird because I don't want to say I am slightly shy because if the shoe is on the next foot, well.
Sorry. You need to stop or just entertain the egg.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably mightn't be the most talkative person or anything, but once I sit down with you and be in your group, I will have conversations with your friends. I'm not the most friendly person all the time. Because I feel as though I just like it's probably bad, and it's just scope out bullshit people. Like people with ill intentions and who not genuine. But I will mingle. I will mingle-ish. I'm not mingle. Well, you know this. I'm not mingling that you feel that you is my friend too. No.
Right.
My man friend is my friend for me. Because I find it so easy to just get caught up.
I like to integrate.
I don't mind talking to you, but I'm not going to the extent of you don't need my number.
That is a whole different topic we're going into there, because I feel as though like some of my really, really good friends and some of, I would say, I don't want to call them family, they're no longer family, but like I got from my ex, like I'm really good friends with some of his friends still. And some of his family members as well, like I still consider them. So like for me I don't mind that situation at all.
I don't know. I just find like in my head, like I don't know, even okay, like back in my school days, and this is since school days, like and my best friend from secondary school. Her boyfriend at the time, they had a fallout or whatever, and he didn't have my number. But he got my number from somebody and called me. Now, when I get a call, I was like, who calling me? And to me, this is how I thought from since then. And I was like, he started talking about this is so and so, and I was like, oh.
No, the thing is, once they don't cross the line,
and that's the next thing. That's the next thing. I don't want it to reach to the level of crossing the line.
Right.
Because I find if that's the case, I'll be
So
honest, but you're still
yourself in
the situation at all. Because if it reached there, you might be honest with the person, and the person may have doubts regardless, because I talking as me.
Right.
I was start to wonder, because what conversations you all would have been having, even if you didn't have. This is questions that will come to my mind. What questions have you all been having? What have you been answering under their WhatsApp status that they felt that, they're comfortable to have a comment? No, I'm not saying that I never had a friend's boyfriend's contact number, because I had.
Right.
I had your ex.
Yeah.
But let me be honest, it was strictly me get onto you. yeah. Like, oh. I think it was something, and I was wondering why they keep messaging my phone.
To get some feeling.
Yeah, I was like, what? That was the first thing that came to my mind. What the fuck he messaging me for?
To drop off flowers.
That was the first thing that went through my mind. I was like, fuck, I know where you was. I was like, fuck he messaging me for?
Right.
I nearly didn't open the message. Thank God a third party called me, because I was not going to answer. I was going to call you.
I mean, like, why he
messaging me?
Sell out the whole
thing. I would have sell out the time. No, thank God somebody ended up calling before, because I would have sell out the whole scene. But other than that,
I don't have a problem with it once you cross the line, because I think I have quite a few of my friends, boyfriends or husbands contact as well. And sometimes I'll call out of respect, I will call my friend and say, hello.
Yes.
Hey, I want to ask your husband so and so, I want to ask your boyfriend so and so. And they'll be like, so why you didn't just call them?
Yeah.
You know, I'll be like, nah, I want to let you know first now.
Yeah.
But
I used to do the same, because one of our friends' husband, he's a husband now, he was in a group chat with us from before, so that's how I have his contact, because if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have contact. And even now, he has a business, and I would call our friend and I'd be like, hello, I trying to take a shoot. We'll call him.
Yeah.
He not buy you.
Yeah.
Ask him not.
Yeah.
And I would still go that way. And then if not, I'll call and say whatever. So if by chance you reach out, hey, Sherain called today for this. Yeah, she told me.
Yeah.
You know.
You dot your eyes and cross your teeth.
Cross my eyes and cross my teeth. Cause I find it's so touch and go and yeah. Personally, I'm not comfortable with the other side. But in terms of if you're having a group setting and you're being standoffish and saying I find that rude, and then you have to reciprocate. On the next side, you want your partner to be like welcoming and things.
Exactly. End up having what? One group of friends, one-sided.
One-sided, yeah. Yeah, that no, you can't do that. Paying for my own birthday cake and figuring out how to get it to the venue. You even have a man?
No, he didn't.
At this point, did you even have a man?
No, he didn't. She paid for her own cake and then gets it to the venue. He couldn't even pretend he get the cake and gets it to the venue.
Nah. That's a sad case of a man. And by the way, you didn't have a man. You didn't have a boyfriend. You thought you had, but he was clearly not your boyfriend. Oh my God, we have plenty. We just stopped talking.
Well, that's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like, what?
Oh my God.
In high school?
Oh my God.
Communication. Please don't ghost people out there. Like, it's not nice.
It isn't nice. It isn't nice at all.
If you're not working out, just say, here's what, I'm not feeling this situation.
Yeah.
Every time we see each other in the road, now we ducking and hiding because we don't know how to act. Come on, communication.
I know how to act very well. You don't text us, I don't see you, you're mad dust to me sky. Just air. Well, I haven't left. Well, I hope everything is good because we're talking about relationships. I don't know if it's a good relationship, but question.
I haven't left.
Really mean toxic relationship. A relationship that you shouldn't hear.
They're going to leave after the segment.
Imagine she's saying, well, I haven't left, and you hear everything that happened.
Nah, sis. You need to leave
if it's bad, if it's toxic and bad, yeah.
As it's hard to get good men out there, it's better to have peace of mind.
That is so true. That is so true. And I feel as though women especially, I can't speak for guys, like we tend to stay in a situation now because we think you don't have any better outside. And really and truly, you're going to shrivel up and get sick.
And
from
be miserable.
Be miserable, unhappy. Oh.
And look old before your time.
I mean, it have its pros and it have its cons. I mean, being single, you don't have the stress. You definitely don't have the stress.
I saw one of my friends put up, I don't know, I kind of strayed here, and he put up, like, being single is addictive because of the peace that you get.
It is.
And I told him facts, and he started to laugh, and I was like, no.
It is addictive.
It is.
Because it is addictive, and it can be lonely too, because it's tough times, like for me, I just be like, wonder if, but that just go real fast. Oh, you didn't reach out. I reached out, but it never stayed for longer than about 10 minutes. Because then I strolled through social media, and for some odd reason I see some bacchanal.
But
I'm like, oh,
but I keep talking. One of my other friends, he keeps talking to me. He's like, try not to stay in that space too long because you'll get too comfortable, obviously. And he said, when you look back, that's when you will be like, wait, boy, I needed that companion, or I need that companion now.
Yeah.
Because all now we still have friends, and you know people still lying. But when it's you and you alone at home, and everybody leave you and go on elsewhere, I think then
that is when I mostly feel that way.
right.
Like when I just home and I probably just finished watch a little love story or something, which is the worst. And see, oh my god. Oh.
I love stories though.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's so cute.
I love it.
But then sometimes delusion does kicking and I just forget I have a husband. Sorry. I have a husband. I have a husband. He just don't know it, that he's my husband yet. And he will be there one day. Right? Anytime I want to see my husband, I put on my favorite show. And there he is. The little ones of a strip review.
Yeah.
Inability to keep secrets.
What to say about this? I feel
You
as
know
though
what, man?
what?
My girlfriend, you want?
I feel as though like your partner should be like, or at least for me, I would love to have my partner as my best friend.
Yeah,
So that I could come home and be like, hey boy, here this scene, and I know it's staying right there.
Right there. And you know
And
what?
vice versa. He can tell me all
I
the
want
facts from work.
I wanted to act like you're not interested. I wanted to act like you know God but man. And then what she said? I wanted to secretly like the bags.
Yeah.
Because I want to always have to tell him like what
No, you can't be selling out her
They
secrets,
can't be
man.
selling out secrets. Are you crazy?
So what, the boys?
Imagine he's selling it out to her friends.
Nah.
Sick.
Nah. Problems there.
Sick individual. When my money starts to finish, so she don't know your money, she don't know your money.
When my money starts to finish.
Is it that you have an amount allotted to girlfriends, or is it that the person just start to run through your money and things?
No.
See what you're going to say.
I can kind of understand if I'm understanding correctly how I interpreted it, right? Is it that he like in the relationship or whatever, and some girls have this mentality, I'm in a relationship now, and all the things that they used to do before for themselves they can't do anymore. So the nails,
I was about to say
his
that.
her hair,
You had to do it.
her eyelashes, he had to do it. So it's like if he started to realize wait, now it's a trend and not once you say, well, okay, let me jump up with my money, because it's fine for 1 or 2 months, because sometimes we spend a little extra money here and there, we can't afford to do something, right?
Yeah.
Alright, no problem. But every month, and he realizes, okay, wait, now it's a trend.
To me, I feel
Yes,
like
time to leave.
yeah, if I doing something, this is how I view it, right? Like my hair, I don't do my nails. I don't do my nails, I don't do my lashes. That's just not my vice. If that's your vice, fine. But like my hair, my normal maintenance and thing, that is allotted to me in when I get my money. That's part of my expenses.
Right.
That have nothing to do with my wants. But I have a friend, a male friend, and he was telling me that when the man come, he wants to give his girlfriend the money to do that, and
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
If that is your prerogative,
Okay.
and she's okay with that, fine, no problem. But I will find, for me, in my personal
He taking
opinion,
care of his woman like that.
like that. No. Do I not like to be taken care of? Definitely. Did I hear a lizard?
Ew. No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind being taken care of. Of course, anybody would want to be taken care of. You know what? I don't mind. I don't mind. You say, oh, baby, look, I'll wash a cafe.
Right. Oof. Yes. Turn on.
Turn on.
Yeah.
I'll wash a cafe.
Take it out to the mechanic.
Oof.
Yes.
Music to my ears.
Yes.
Music to my ears. Yeah. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Those kind of things.
Yes, handle that. I'm not saying you have to pay my car insurance and all these things, you know. I'm not saying that. If you see by chance my tire going down, maybe your tire, let me go and put air in the tire. Come, let me go. Music to my ears.
Yeah.
I might not see it, you know. But it just would have been like, oh, Jesus, take me. If I say, in this day and age, if I say, baby, here, look, gas money, I might look in glee. And if I'm attack,
Oh, no. Oh, you come home and you can't eat and he carry it back out to get the gas when you go to work in the morning and you start that car.
the gas is full. Yeah, boy, that is it.
That is love language.
That is love language, my boy. Yes. I don't mind going out and things to eat and all. But when I finish eating, I couldn't shit.
Right.
I couldn't shit, but when I put the gas in the car, it sets. It sets. A safe. Have you enough gas? A safe. But that's me. Everybody have their own thing, I guess. Matter better person. Ooh. You really say don't let your boyfriend or your girlfriend keep you back from finding your wife. I saw that somewhere on Twitter.
Wow.
That is a definition of that.
Wow. I find like a lot of people stay in relationships because they're comfortable and they literally use the partner in that time frame until they move on to the next.
Which is unfair.
Which is unfair. Because most times in that situation, the other party not realizing what is happening, so then they blindsided. So when they, he proposed to Nancy, they're confused because we were together. What's happening?
What's going on?
Yeah. Or you jump out of a relationship and then immediately in the next one. That is going to crush the person.
Some people just, and that goes for either party, man or woman.
Yeah.
You don't have no who should do it or who shouldn't do it. So it'd be both parties wrong if that's the case. When he said he's ready to fuck Raw and put a baby in me, pardon?
Pick me up, oh me down.
Oh no,
What?
First of all, for me, the first part when they say, what they said, when he say he ready to fuck Raw, first of all, thanks for covering up, because in my head, I'd say, oh, okay, you knew you had to cover up before. All I wanted you to cover up. You knew you had a reason in particular why you needed to cover up, because you probably were spreading your fruit everywhere. So, no thank you. And then who tell you that I want baby?
Exactly. It have to be the two persons, the two parties have to agree on this situation.
Yeah.
You can't just make up your mind and say this is the time and
Excuse?
now I don't necessarily know if that is basis to really leave the relationship. If after a discussion and they say, okay, here's what, this is why it is not practical at this point. Said, did you put a ring on it? Do we have a house together? Do we have anything together? Are we building for a future, or are you going to be my baby daddy?
I mean, if it happened, it just happened by what I would like to say is God will, because no child is a mistake
At all.
right? If it happened by God's will and that's the way it goes down, okay.
You big plan
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
a baby daddy.
But the planet, I find it's for me, it's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea to plan that way. It's rain, house, child.
Well, some people, after they reach a certain stage in their life and they went through all the hardships or whatever, some of them say, here's what, I don't want to get married, I just want to procreate, and that's it. But it needs to be, the two parties need to agree. You can't make up your mind and say, this is what you're going to do to the young lady. That's not how it works.
I've heard this before. Someone said that, they don't believe in relationships at all. And they want a kid. And they would find somebody who they could have a kid with. And when they finish up that kid, they'll go on to the next person to have another kid. And
So
that's
you
it.
need to find like-minded people.
Yeah. If you can find like-minded people and that's how you roll, kudos. But I think other people that like that, like mine, don't live anywhere here.
Yeah.
It don't live anywhere here. Probably at another restaurant, but not here. Not here. I think we covered this. Somebody else said deceit and lies.
Yeah, we cover that.
Inconsistency. Wow. Because if you're telling me one thing and you're showing me another, and this actually came from a guy. This came from a guy. Excuse me. For me, men are, what they show you is what they really feel.
Right.
So if the action is not matching with the words, just move the hell on. But in this case, I don't know what it is. Women, tell me, women, they just show you how to tell you at least. I don't know.
So, how I'm looking at it is a guy you say who sent that in, right?
Yeah.
I thinking about on his perspective. He keeps saying, here's what. This is what I don't like. X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Right? And then after we have the conversation, she works on X, Y, Z in that moment.
And then does it?
Then next month is the same thing. X, Y, Z is the problem.
Nah.
You can't be moving
It's
so.
a clone.
You can't be
She's
moving
taking
so.
you for a clone. That's not nice. That's not
So
nice.
yeah, that's one
So
reason
yeah, that's
to
just a
leave.
great reason to leave. That's just a great reason to leave. Before I say this, I just thought you should know you're a disgusting human being.
Right, what was this? What's this?
We die there, nobody is leaving anywhere.
Oh, we dealing with a sociopath.
Just so you should know that you're a disgusting human being and you just need to seek help.
You're like glad to get
Mentally.
onto that shit. Because what?
No, I think this is a guy.
Oh,
Send this in.
okay.
I think the only thing he missing was what was before. They didn't leave.
He didn't leave?
I don't think so.
Oh,
At least
God.
that's how I interpret it. Because that's what it said.
He
We
like
died there,
toxic.
nobody's leaving anywhere.
He died and nobody's leaving there. Okay, alright, okay. So here's what, right? Here's what. No relationship is perfect. And if you could find a balance within that relationship and it works for you all, fine for you all. But once it's not detrimental to your health, your mind, your family, and it's
So you
working.
need help though.
No, but if it's working,
How he go watch a person and say, we ain't going no, basically, I translate this too.
What you feel is
The only way we going anywhere is if you die.
you see that you want a different extreme.
But that's how I
Because when you do the vows, they say till then do us part.
And in that do us part, a normal thinking person, I would think, you know, your old age and you know, yeah.
Right, I feel that's what he means. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can message back and say whether or not that's how you meant it.
But if you mean it how I took it for you to mean it, because I read this without tone.
You put in your own tone.
And I'm probably wrong, but if it is, I, you know, misinterpret your words, let me know, and I will stand firm and raise my hand and say that I was wrong. Because I went in red hard on you, I'm still going red hard on you, side eye, right? But if it's not, let me know. I'll take my buff if you have a buff man, but let me know. Buff man, the DMs, You'll see me know when I'm playing loud in here. Okay. The spirit within. Yeah, Lord. You know what I'm saying.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus, for showing me.
Like time of
the
year.
no.
Hallelujah.
I never left. It ended in marriage. Okay.
Like I said, if it works for you, it works for you.
It works for you. I was mentally tired. I understand this completely. Nothing is worse than being mentally drained. I think we were talking about this before.
Right.
And mentally drained, when you're mentally drained, it is worse than actually being physically drained.
Right.
And I don't even think this is spoken about enough, because mental exhaustion could lead to like depression and mental health issues. And I think people need to take those things more seriously. So if it is you realize that you are mentally drained and you were strong enough to say, it's time to go, don't make yourself go down that hole, great.
Agreed.
Wasn't ready for marriage. I think we kind of touched on that just now.
Wasn't ready for marriage.
Yeah. I wasn't ready for marriage. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's reasons to leave. If you're all together 10, 12 years, I think, and you have no idea where the relationship is headed, then yeah, it's time to leave. Because sometimes, right, people that stay in long engagements, right? They get engaged because they want the person to know that they committed to the person, but they end up staying in a long engagement. I think men particularly do this because some of them believe that they need to have everything in order and make sure it's a certain way, because they, in their mind, they want to be able to provide for the family, make sure they have everything in order before they get into that commitment. And I feel as though in those situations, you all need to sit together and be like, okay, this is the reasons. Not that you plug your foot and you're like, why are you not marrying me yet? But if it is that you're not seeing the relationship heading anywhere,
I want to touch lightly on what you just said here. If it is a long engagement and you get engaged, sometimes, not all the times, to me, it may be the man putting a ring on your finger to ensure that you stay, number one. And then the excuses for a long engagement comes in play where they say they want to get things ready, they try, when really actually they're not ready to commit. So if that's the case and you all sit down and really have the conversation and say, man or woman, sit down and have the conversation and you'll say, you know, we're not getting married next year, we'll probably pay it off a little longer.
right?
Have a deadline.
Yeah.
Because
Don't have the
straight out.
waiting.
long, long, long. And if it is you in a relationship and you're not engaged or anything, excuse me, you're not engaged or anything, and you yourself don't know where the relationship going, it comes as the same, to me, I view it as, it comes as the same as you're in a talking stage and you're not seeing, or you're still wondering where this going. And if it is, I have to wonder, where is this going? It means it's going nowhere, and move on.
Yep.
Because the person is wasting your time.
You just know, as females, you
always know.
You just like to play ship it. Stop it. Don't play ship it.
Don't play ship it. Listen to that sixth sense. God blessed us with that sixth sense, which is our help now. What's your name? What's your word?
Can't help
Intuition.
Okay.
Our intuition, right?
That's the name.
It's our intuition. God bless us with our intuition. Listen to her. She never lies. Just know the difference between your intuition and your overthinking. That's the only thing. Know the difference between the two.
Got my glasses empty. Yeah. What? What's the next one?
Selfishness.
I've heard people say this a few times, saying that they find people as selfish, but he needs to explain. Is it him, right? Who sent it?
Yeah.
Explain exactly what he means by being selfish.
It could be so many things. Selfish in, like, the person doesn't only think about themselves in every aspect.
Right.
Bedroom, outside the bedroom, spending habits. Regardless of it, I think if it is, I think it's something that could be worked on. But if the person is not willing to,
right,
well then,
right,
definitely head out. She wasn't returning the same energy, and no matter how much I love someone, once you make me feel unwanted, I won't disturb you again.
Wow.
I agree. And I feel as though part of this is songs like me, because honestly, if I feel that's why I disturb you, goodbye, I'm not going to disturb you again.
She wasn't into you, bro.
Don't disturb me when I'm not disturbing you.
Yeah, she wasn't into you, bro.
She really wasn't into you.
Because if you're not returning the same energy, you're not interested.
I'm not interested, no. The grace of God, again, and He shows you the door. Take it. Take the door. Go, run. Because He came Himself down from the heavens and pushed you to the door. He didn't even send the Holy Spirit. He came.
I was there.
Yeah. Goodbye. They talk too much, huh?
I don't understand.
What do you mean?
He irritated by her talking.
By her talking, that's what I mean? Oh my. So you don't know she used to talk so much before?
Probably. Oh God.
You didn't know she was a talkative human being?
No, so here what I feel it is, right? I feel as though like you're ready for the relationship to be over. And sometimes when you're ready for the relationship to be over,
You're looking for anything.
not that you're looking for anything, that too. But everything that's at the way they chew, you're watching that like, why you chewing so loud?
The way they breathe.
Yeah, why you breathing so? Why you walking so?
And it's open the door like that.
Yeah. So probably he used to like the talk. But now, shut up. He over it.
He's over it. Or at least he leave. Lack of manners. Definitely.
Yeah, that's a given.
That's a good one. Lack of time.
Lack of time?
Yeah.
Like
Quality time.
Yeah, well,
But that is one of my love languages as well.
mine too, right? However, some people make it weak. You see them offshore man, them woman love when the man go on offshore. See, they like that space, that freedom or whatever. But then when they come back, at least they get in that time. But some people like it.
Some people like it.
Again, it's what works for you, because I have some people who in like very hectic jobs don't see each other. They just probably see a glimpse when you go in, you come out, you go in, and it works for them. But for me, I love that quality time.
I need
quality time.
time.
Out of everything.
I need my quality time. I got it down. You're a shallow human being. Again, I am judging you full on before I even see it. Their bum bum disappeared. and
let me wait and see.
I feel as though some people, men or women, in relationships, sometimes they want to tell you, I saw this on TikTok today, just today. Anyway, they want to tell you, you're gaining weight, or we're going on with this little football, or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that you can't tell your girlfriend or your boyfriend that you know they're gaining weight or whatever in a constructive way. Not to dump them, because sometimes you don't know mentally what's going on with the person, or sometimes it's a health condition. PCOS does have a way fluctuating that bitch of a PCOS. Yeah, PCOS is a bitch. Anyway, got a little personal, eh? But yeah, you don't know. And then, how come she lose the weight? How come she lose the bum bum? Is it that she's wearing a fake bumsy all the time?
Well, padded panty.
A padded panty? If it's that, then okay. She faked it for you. Next time she can't have BBL and she take it out.
Ooh.
But if it's that she lose weight and a bumsy pant,
I feel as though we're in a very superficial era. And we shouldn't, it's hard, but we shouldn't base it on physicality. Like, I feel as though, like, the physical will wear off. You know, your boobs will no longer stand up. Things will start to go down south. The men will get bare bellies. Like, you can't base it on that, because if you're doing that, you will always be leaving your partner for the next.
what do you mean? Like entering into the relationship, you don't have to watch your physical?
Yes, I would. I am watching the physical. But what I'm saying, you shouldn't base your entire relationship. That shouldn't be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because if she lose her bottom, she lose her bottom. Did she lose her personality? No. Everything else in the relationship didn't go down the drain? No. I don't think her bottom should have been the basis of what or why he said, okay, I done.
This is shallow. And this makes it seem as though you never even liked her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You base it solely on physical.
Yeah.
You'll be going next. And trust me, that next will leave you for the next.
For the next, yeah. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, karma is a bitch.
Yep.
Karma is a bitch, but it's always come around. So yeah. She asked me to pack my bags and go. Well, she was fed up by you.
She asked me to pack my bags and go.
She was fed up by
Hit
you.
the road, Jack.
You don't really have a choice in the matter here.
No more.
She was over you. She's over you. She wanted a car 3 months into the relationship. 3 months.
Okay, sis. You went in with a mission. You played the cards and you failed. He left you. So what's the lesson learned here?
I don't think any lesson learned. I think whoever, because it
Who she could get it from, right?
Yeah.
3 months into a relationship, it is ridiculous to be demanding such extravagant
we live in
gifts.
a space where you see plenty on social media again. You see plenty.
You get carried away.
And this is something that women are talking for women. Women that I see on social media are really, really going in towards like monetary value, and that's fine in terms of what you bring to the table. Which I don't agree with any man asking me that.
What you bring to the table?
Yeah, I understand why. I'm not saying I agree. I understand why. But in terms of saying, you like basing it solely on the man's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted that, I see myself as established enough to maintain myself.
Independent.
I'm independent, right? Would I want somebody who is still figuring out their thing and I basically have to mind that?
Ooh.
No, I don't, because I think when you're coming into a relationship with somebody, the person shouldn't be taken from you. It's supposed to be adding value to your life. Not that just monetary wise. I don't know. I don't know how to phrase it properly. Like I feel as though on social media now you just see people saying, huh? He not making this amount of money, XYZ. Well, no.
Okay.
And if that is what you base on and you find a guy like that, fine. But for me, I think he should be at least established as well as me. And yes, someone there to take care of me. I don't know. I feel like I am in the middle. I'm in the middle. Like I feel like I'm in the middle. And I feel because I just don't want nobody to throw nothing back in my face. Mainly. I don't want if things go south, I don't want nobody to say, I buy she a car. Fuck no, you don't buy me no fucking car.
Right.
You don't buy me no car. I buy me my car.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to come and say, oh, next time I see a truck in front of my yard, come and take away your car. No. I got it. I read it. Right. I got it. But that's how I view it. Like, for me, no shade to anybody who believes otherwise. But for me, I can't deal with that.
I understand what you're saying too, because like I feel as though in my earlier life, I feel as though I was more open to being Bob the Builder. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
I feel as though like I was more willing to like, let's grow together, let's do this. But like now, I feel as though you should come with something to the table as well as I'm coming something to the table, right?
Yeah.
Is it that I would disregard the fact that you are now still starting up? I will not, because I feel as though some people don't have the same starting point. However, if it is that you are not ambitious and I am not seeing any form of growth, that's a problem. That's a problem. You can't tell me some of the dreams and this is this and you plan this for the future and then 2 years into it we still at the same plan? Nah, that's a problem.
That's a problem, yeah, definitely is a problem. I'm sorry, I don't want to be at a position where no, I am naturally somebody, if it is I see a loved one in need of anything, I'm going to try and help my best once I can.
Right.
But I've learned my lesson in that, in terms of relationships, sometimes people take advantage of you in that situation, and now I don't want to blame anybody, put my past on anybody, but I'm going to be very wary. If it has certain things I'm not going on, you wouldn't be allowed to ask me for.
Like what?
3 months into the relationship, you want to ask me for your 15,000 insurance. 3 months into the relationship, you want to ask me for a loan.
I don't know, somewhere on social media, I can remember this woman was saying how this man had asked her for boxes, and she was just like, what? She was just like, you serious? She was like, you serious? Things real bad with you?
Oh no!
But insurance, oh boy, I feel as though that's a red flag there. Like, obviously you come into it and you realize, okay, you feel as though I'm making money or something, and you say, okay, let me see what I could get from this situation.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
So Sissy was wrong for asking for the car. Like, nah. But it will have men out there who are willing to do such a thing, such gestures.
And I'm not turning it on, you know. I'm not turning it on.
Actually, I know somebody who got a car very early in their relationship and they are married now. So
I don't mind if it is you gift me it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But not asking your
don't
face.
demand it. Like that's
I know asking your face.
And very tacky. Come on, control yourself.
I find so. She ghosted me and I knew then I had to move on. We kind of touched on that, somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. Peace of mind. We kind of touched on that too.
We did.
We touched on that too. And that's actually the end.
Thank you guys for all your
responses.
Yes.
Actually, was entertaining. It was. But yeah, if you are in a toxic relationship or in a relationship where you can't see it going anywhere or anything, yeah, I do think, yeah,
this is a sign that you have been waiting for.
Yeah, leave.
So we have the Am I the Asshole for the week, right? So I, a 26-year-old male, and my fiance, a 26-year-old female, have been together for over 5 years now. In the first 3 years of the relationship, our intimacy was amazing. We were each other's first and explored our likes and dislikes together. However, in the last years, it's almost non-existent. It happened out of nowhere. She started being disinterested in intimacy. At first, I thought it was a phase, but it's the case for 2 years now. I'm always the one who initiates and gets rejected in the end. I asked her if there's a problem and if there's anything I can do better, but she said there's nothing going on. She rejects getting her hormones checked. Mind you, she's not on birth control. I tried to give her space for months, but it did not work either. Every other aspect of our relationship is good, at least for me. She also agreed to it when I asked. I have a relatively high libido, and I started going nuts for the last few months now. Only time we have sex is when I earn it. Yes, it's a reward for our anniversary day and other small occasions. I do not feel desired nor wanted, and it's the most important part of intimacy for me. I do not want to have sex with a laying wood. Oh. Long story short, after having one last talk with her, I told her I want to break up, which she did not welcome. She told me it would be better once we're married. Even tried to initiate intimacy at that very moment. To be honest, I do not think that will get any better. It's like thinking that marriage will get better and every problem will resolve once you have children. Since then, mutual friends, my and her family, and other people have been criticizing me. They even call me sex crazed. At first, I had been trying to ignore the comments, but it has gotten so extensive that I doubt my choice. Am I the asshole here? Is he the asshole? I feel as though like I want guys to chime in here because I feel as though like y'all sometimes y'all could definitely relate. Well, some of y'all might be able to relate to a situation here. Would y'all stay or would you all leave?
I kind of like. He said that sex was like a reward, right?
Right.
I find that bad because it comes to selfishness.
Messed up.
I find that selfishness. Because
reward, yes.
if it is you all weren't intimate before marriage, like if you all saving yourselves in marriage or whatever,
right?
That's a whole different story. But you're already physically involved, and you know,
want to pull back all the way with no, because basically how it's sounding like he don't have any real reason from her what causing this?
Yeah.
So all sorts of stuff went through my mind when I was reading it.
Does she have an ex-man?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, does she have an next man? Like, why is it that she not feeling for him? No, granted. When women are overworked and stressed and have so much other things on their mind, sex is elasting. Well, for some of them, sex is elasting on their mind.
Yeah.
So it has so many different angles you could look at it, but if he talks to you about it, and then you're giving him a reward, sis, you're nasty. You're nasty.
Now you're wicked.
And then she have the audacity to say, but don't worry, it'll change when we get married. No, that's set up thing. She's setting you up real bad. She is going to set you up and then
You're not the asshole.
then none fear. 10 years later you're like, wait now.
Yeah. Like now I'm questioning what is the real reason for her wanting to be in a relationship with you. Does she have any alternative motives for being with you?
She probably think he's a good catch or
Yeah.
something along the lines, and then they'll probably just make kids, so they'll have sex just to have kids, and that's about it. Because clearly she wants to get married. She really wants to get married.
She wants to get married to you.
But sex
what is
is not on her mind.
Her mind. And if it is you're already physically involved, okay, and you'll end up getting engaged, and you're collectively start counseling
first.
you get that crazy too. If you're doing counseling or whatever, and y'all decide together, okay, we
Oh, he hit the road already. He didn't make the counseling.
What do you mean?
That's what he said. He didn't do no counseling.
Oh, he gone. He
left. And he didn't hear him say the family members criticizing him at this point in time. So now he questioning his decision.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No, I agree with you with what you're saying. The counseling part, I feel as though like sometimes before marriage you should do marriage counseling.
No, that's not what I was even saying. No, I was saying if it is during counseling, you all together decide, okay, we're going to hold off on it until after marriage.
Nah, that's set up thing,
I've heard people...
That is set up thing.
I've heard people say, okay, they're going to cut it off. They're going to cut off sex and like try to like regain that before they go.
That's fair. But
that's
she
what
tried
about.
to set him up.
She's setting him up. No. Let them say what they have to say, boy. Sometimes it has to be the bad person in somebody's story. It has to be the villain. That's okay.
But here the next thing, everything else was good in the relationship, at least for him. He thought everything was good in the relationship. So like, are we willing to sacrifice sex over a good relationship? You didn't think about that, huh? Yeah, like, are you willing to do that?
Because sometimes that is part of your intimacy in your relationship, right? So it all comes together. So you doing this now with him without proper conversation. Excuse me, what's going on? Without proper conversation, without even telling him, you know, what really going on with you. Even if it is you feeling overwhelmed, as I said, some women, when they overwhelmed, something sex is lasting on their mind.
Right.
If that is the case, you need to communicate that.
Exactly. You're not telling him anything.
You're not telling him anything. You're not telling him anything. You just being, you literally holding this thing.
Ransom.
Right? And you know what? That's a form of coercion, I find.
Mm-hmm.
If the shoe was on the other foot, all it would have called rape. You would have called rape. You would have called part of it as rape, if you understand. Or coercion, it would be rape.
No.
Coercion.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that part, call it rape, but I feel as though she should have jumped to the conclusion he obviously have a next woman.
Well, yeah. Why I have experienced, someone told me, no, they don't want to sex from me because I don't want a threesome. That's a form of coercion.
Right.
right? That is a form of coercion. You disgusting. And to me, in that scenario, is the same as holding it.
Mm.
You're holding it as ransom for somebody. I find
It
it
is
bad.
very selfish on her part.
Yeah. You know, you need to leave.
Yeah.
They need to leave.
Forget what the family members have to say. They're not important.
They're not
They
important.
weren't in the relationship with you. But
For
my
all
thing
you know,
is, I keep going back to this.
this is their first.
No, but what I keep going back to two is, are you willing to sacrifice a good relationship and for sex? Because sometimes you get
That's
on
a
the
whole-
best, sometimes you get on the best sex, and then your relationship is shit.
In his scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a good relationship, fine. But that could end up being a big thing because it come like you. I was saying coercion. It wasn't. You're being controlling.
Right.
You're not being fair, and that will trickle
I
down.
understand you with the controlling part.
That will trickle down
understand
in the marriage somehow. So it good now, but who's to say what's gonna happen further down?
Yeah, but I
Because she
feel as
continue
though
with
we're
that.
supposed to have a proper discussion
Yeah, she can
and
have a
counseling,
conversation. Yeah.
especially and the young 26. That is the prime.
Yeah, that's it prime. I don't find he's the asshole.
He's definitely not an asshole.
He's not an asshole.
You'll find somebody who wants to jump your own story.
For real. And I hope you find somebody that's willing to have proper communication with you. Because that scenario lacked communication and quite frankly maturity. It didn't have any. So yeah, I don't think you would be asked. We think you for the question you was asking.
I still thinking like, I think I might. I don't know. It's a tough decision. You know, it's a tough decision because I would want a good relationship.
I want the both.
Well, yes, obviously, ultimately, but if I had to pick, I would have picked a good relationship. But ultimately, I would want the both. Everybody want the total package.
But if somebody is making me feel as though,
and then you're not feeling wanted, oh gosh.
Yeah, you're not feeling wanted, so goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But my mind, I keep on thinking all possible reasons for her acting like that, and all you have to do is proper communication.
I honestly think homegirl has been jumping somebody else's phone.
Nah, but yes, that's a possibility. But I think of all different scenarios in my mind. I started to think. Secondly, was probably she's religious, and then she realized, wait, nah, I didn't want to do sex before marriage. You know.
But you need to communicate.
Exactly. So it's about communication at the end of the day.
You're not doing that. Sigh. Anyway, moving on to some confessions.
Okay.
These are my confessions. I don't even know who it's but okay. You shame.
No, I can remember the words.
I don't remember the words at all, but I saw some confessions on Twitter.
Right.
First off, I have not been on Twitter ever, like consistently, since I've created my Twitter account eons ago.
Mm-hmm.
But now since we started the podcast and we created a Twitter account, I have been on Twitter and my God,
You love it. You can't stay off of it.
I don't know if to say that, but people are wild on Twitter. I mean, I used to hear about it, but people are wild on Twitter.
See what they speak their minds.
Oh my God, Twitter is like a whole new world. So, confession number one. Long story short, took this girl home from the club and I was so licked. I guess they mean this business from England. I guess they mean drunk.
Right, wasted, right?
Yeah, wasted. She started giving the best head I've ever experienced. I'm talking eyes rolling back and shit. The finish was so vigorous that I let out a drop of shit. I think some things
Yo!
you should take to the grave.
Yo! No.
Some things you need to take to the grave.
So
You
how
need to tell us that.
are you coming back from that one? How are you coming back from that one? How? Like after that everything cut, I never want to see you again. Goodbye.
Like this girl I follow on TikTok, she's actually from the UK as well. She used to do this thing called Cable News, and for me that would have been a moment. Because yeah,
What? I've never heard of something like that happening. Never heard of something like that happening.
ridiculous, eh?
Nah, that's gross. Oh no. Ooh.
Yep. I've been approached by 4 different girls about race play, all wanting to call me names while we smash.
Well, that's a new thing, huh? I didn't even I'm like my mind is opening to all these different things. I'm like, what?
I didn't even know about that until I read this.
Race play, interesting.
Isn't that the same
No,
as
thank you.
Isn't that the same as blackface?
I guess.
It falls under the same category as far as I'm concerned.
I guess, but like, what the?
That's disgusting.
What?
That's disgusting. I'm in my early 20s, yet I still haven't forgotten my kindergarten crush.
Okay.
I wonder all the time if she thinks about me.
Oh. Actually, you know what? I have a friend from when I went preschool in Watermans, and for the life of me, I don't know his name. And sometimes I think about who used to sit next, because I literally had this one friend that used to sit next to me, and he was just my best friend. I just remember him being my best friend. I can't remember his name, I can't remember anything, and like I would meet other people from Watermans, but I can't remember.
I remember my 2
I can't remember his name.
kindergarten friends.
Find me.
I still have someone. We don't talk, but one of the persons I follow on Instagram and we talk here and there if it's makeup or something. And the other person, I know his name and everything, but I don't know what's going on with him at all. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with
I
him.
don't know where my friend is.
Hi, so embarrassing story. My gay friend came to my house and my mother said to me right in front of her, "You better change those sheets. It'd be a shame if you got pregnant by just sitting down." I was like, what the fuck, Mom?
Ooh, Mom, stop
I
it.
don't know what was more embarrassing than
Mom,
the
stop
fact that my
it.
girlfriend couldn't stop laughing.
She couldn't stop laughing. Well, wait, is it with them or with him with somebody else?
The girlfriend couldn't stop laughing at what the mother said.
Well, probably she laughing because it's both of them. I was thinking he was with somebody else and the mother's selling him out. I was like, wow, she's out of time in.
I think he just have a
But it's probably
problem with self-satisfaction and the mother's aware of it.
oh, that's I didn't look at it that angle either.
Because she said you better change your sheets.
She's still very savage.
She's very savage. Mom's out of time and bad.
I like her. I'll be that type of mom. Yep.
Last week I broke up with my girlfriend and I noticed that as she was crying, she made the same moans as when we have sex. I left as quickly as I could.
What?
I don't know how to take that because I feel as though probably she was always crying.
What? Is this the same thing like the crime porn man was dealing with?
Oh
Like, it gave me flashback, like, because that's something new that I'm learning about.
too.
So it's like,
And by the way, somebody on TikTok said that it is a thing.
I saw his comments. I was like,
Damn.
thank you for educating us.
Yeah. So my girlfriend is, I done upset. So my girlfriend is fat and is gaining more weight lately, but she tends to believe that she's thick. But I'm afraid to burst her bubble and tell her the truth without hurting her feelings. Any advice?
Why are you upset? No, I feel as though he went about it the nice way. Like, he wanted to say, okay, you're getting a little overweight. But like, I think, and he is considerate of her feelings, but he probably thinking about, okay, I don't want to tell her and offend her. I think it's fine. Sometimes you just want people to be healthy.
Healthy, yeah, for real.
So it could be at that angle, not the fact that he being superficial about it, because it didn't seem like he being superficial.
I think I got actually right from the first line. My girlfriend is fat. Like, I think I read it with a 2 and 2.
Yeah, you did. You did. Because some people just be getting carried away here telling us I'm the slim tick and
No, you're not.
No.
You're not.
But I don't think he meant it being disrespectful. I think he just wanted to be healthy and
Yeah. He wants to know a way how to tell her nicely.
Yeah.
Every time I went clubbing, I saw this one girl. I remember I went to chat to her, and her vagina was smelling, so I left. I took a year break from clubbing. When I went back, I saw her again, and her friend kept pointing at me. Why? She probably blamed me sent on you.
Wait. He went to talk to her.
Every time I went clubbing, I saw this one girl.
Right.
I remember I went to chat to her and her vagina was smelling, so I left.
What?
I took a year break from clubbing. When I went back, I saw her again and her friend kept pointing at me. Why?
So probably she had a interest in him, but he's no longer interested at all.
At all.
Ever.
He's no longer interested.
Ever.
I like being dominated by a woman. Turns me on more than vanilla sex. What the fuck is vanilla sex?
I think vanilla sex, if I'm wrong, I think it's like regular smuggler sex, like boring sex. That's what he referring, because everybody say vanilla is boring. So like he referring to normal sex.
Oh. As
vanilla sex.
Okay.
So I guess he like being held with a collar and a leash.
On my knees, massaging women's feet and then ending up with pulling my hair while I eat them out.
Well, okay. Not so bad.
Hold on. Okay. I'm 18. It's always better when it's with final year students who want to take their stress out on me. You're 18.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
You just
I thought he was going to say grandmas.
He's 18. You're 18. He's just a baby.
Final year students, he's talking like 22, 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reported a guy to Crime Stoppers because he tried to ruin 2 of my relationships.
What? Is he like a stalker? Do you have relationships with him? Did you have a relationship with him? Like, I would have reported him to, like, what?
That's savage.
No, but why he ended your relationship?
Yeah,
That's kind of
You're weird.
psychotic. Purpose too.
You're weird. My friend likes a girl and they're in the talk. My friend likes a girl and they're in the talking stages. I've already fucked her, but she pretended she didn't know me. I feel like an L friend because I haven't told them. What? I feel the person want to say, what should I do about this? So they said, what would I do? What should you do? That's what you mean?
Mm-hmm. First of all, you should have said something from the beginning. Said, dog, I smashed that. I smashed that.
Yeah, it was good.
And it's his decision if he wants to move forward with the young
not,
lady.
yeah.
And it depends on how close you with your guy, and then depends on.
She already acting like she don't even know you.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Two things. She probably don't know how to tell the guy.
Or she can't remember you because it wasn't that memorable.
Well, then 3 reasons. Or it just wasn't a good time. She remembers you very well and she just wants you. You're so irrelevant.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you.
But he should have said something
In the beginning, definitely.
But it's not too late because it's still in the talking phase. But then I'm not sure where it went ahead. I think tell him sorry.
Yeah, don't wait too long until he decide to say, make this girl his girlfriend and now telling him this.
Yeah.
That don't get sense. Me and my girlfriend were about to smash. She arched her back and it smelled like pee. I got so angry, I punched her in the right butt cheek. Now she wants to end it, but she don't know I'm happy. She don't know I'm happy. She does. Oh, I guess smell nasty.
She happy she's not what?
Now she knows. Now she wants to end it, but she don't know I'm happy.
Because she smells nasty.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
I guess a win is a win.
Yeah.
A win is a win. Go get yourself checked though. But a win is a win. Yeah. Kid. Ladies hygiene.
Exactly.
Kid. Okay, so this is the last one. Started jumping off in the back of my lecture because the lecture was so hot. Long story short, I busted in the hair of the girl in front of me. She didn't even notice. You are disgusting.
What?
You are just God. Oh my god, you're disgusting.
No, I'm concerned because now you're taking making porn into a reality. So you're seeing somebody in front of you and you can't help yourself. You whip it out and you're just there like, and then,
You are nasty.
I just trying to, no.
You are nasty. Like, no, you are seriously nasty.
Very much so.
Keith Lee, I don't think you know Keith Lee.
I unfortunately have been under a rock for a while. But I'm now catching up to this story. So give me the tea.
So Keith Lee, basically, he is a food critic in the States.
Right.
And he has over 14 million followers on TikTok alone. I'm not sure of Instagram. What he does is he goes around and tries out different food joints, mainly black-owned food businesses as well. But he doesn't only go there.
Right.
But he goes and really and truly he gives a review whether it is good or bad in a very respectful way.
Okay, nice.
If his review is one that is bad, he also says to his viewers that this was his experience and that he urges viewers to go and try the spot themselves.
Right.
And not to be negative. Don't show them any hate, don't show them any don't be rude to them.
Right.
No violence. He don't condone that. Apart from that, what makes Keith so outstanding and so loved by so many was that with his reviews, he tried to be authentic as can be, meaning he goes out of his way to ensure that everything is authentic by sending in a relative to go and get the food, because
He don't want
he don't want special treatment, because then his review would not be authentic, because apart from the food, he is reviewing your customer service as well.
Okay, nice.
Right? So over the past week, he visited Atlanta.
Okay.
And the next thing is, after he put out a statement here yesterday, nowhere that he goes now, especially now, 90% of the times, people ask him, and more than once probably, and he may not have answered, probably for the same reason, right? So he could go and authentically review your food establishment.
Right.
Oh, the next thing is, when somebody goes to your shop, when Keith visits your establishment and he likes it, apparently it's a thing that they have a poster up now with his face saying Keithley approved.
Nice.
Next thing is, when he reviews your spot, once your spot, like say your spot, he reviews somewhere that didn't used to have no cars nowhere, no cars in the car park. That particular time in Atlanta, so he went to this place. It was like a great building, and they had a real good experience, a real good customer service. And I think that place he didn't intend to go. He ended up going there because he wasn't getting service elsewhere.
Right.
After he did his review on that, the place back out.
Right.
It's selling out.
The winning.
Line out the door. Right? So that they call it the Keithley effect.
Right.
Two main places that he went that were actually places that reached out to him to come. He did his usual thing. He sent in his family. One of the places' names was The Real Milk and Honey.
Right.
And they went in, and apparently in Atlanta, it's like a tradition that Atlanta on a Sunday is brunch Sundays, and people go out to have brunch.
Okay.
And these food establishments, one of the rules in this particular place, actually two of the places, were that on Sundays they don't give out takeout orders. So you can't call, because usually he will call and place the order. He lets his relative call and place the order, and then go for pickup or go in and place the order. They couldn't go in, they couldn't call, because only dine-in customers they serve it.
Right. On a Sunday.
On a Sunday. And when he went, they decided, okay, they go into dine. And they told his relatives that it will take, I think, 2 hours for them to be seated or something.
Jesus.
So I called him and said, well, this is the situation or whatever. So he ended up going. And with how it was, it had somebody stand up and somebody in a car waiting to be seated. Right? So when he went up and he said, well, he here, whatever, they were like, oh, Keithley, hold on, it's in 5 minutes.
Oh, they clearing that table for him one time. Put it outside.
So he's like, no, he don't want no special treatment.
Right. Let me wait for 2 hours.
In front of me, if they got seated before me, then I only then would I eat. Right? Because it was only fair.
Right.
Because I'm just a regular person like anybody else paying my money or whatever, right? And the other establishment was Candy Burris. You know her?
Heard about it.
Candy from Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Her restaurant is Old Lady Gang or whatever. And when he went, it was basically the same thing, right? And he wasn't sick. So both establishments, when he did his review, and he came and he has a specific way he used to do his videos. He came with for the review with no bags in his hand, no food.
Right.
So the first establishment that he visited, which was the Real Milk and Honey, the Real Milk and Honey, when they saw his review, they responded on social media with a little skit, basically saying the daughter was like, "Oh, Keith Lee didn't approve. He didn't like whatever the Real Milk and Honey, basically," and the father was like, "Who's Keith Lee?"
Right.
Right? And the next person, the next daughter or whatever, was like, "Oh, he's a big cricketer. I don't even know who he is or whatever."
Right.
But my thing is, you reach out though.
But at least take some sort of constructive criticism. Like, you can't have people waiting for 2 hours.
That's just uncalled for. It's unheard of.
Do you want the support of your black people?
Or
do you
not?
Because somebody else will say, well, you know what? I rather not go here because if it is you treating the average folk like this,
yeah,
why should I support?
Yeah. And apparently now, they're basically saying that, Keith have this way where he trying to tear down black businesses. Is he really tearing it down, or are you tearing it down? Because like nobody going now.
Ooh.
Hardly anybody going.
That's good.
It's good, honestly. Because
it's good.
Instead of coming on the internet and saying, well, this is what happened, and really and truly we understand where he's coming from and whatnot, you all decided to try to
come to him.
And on top of that, I don't know how true this is, but it was circulated on the internet that somebody mentioned that you're really, apparently he has, he on the spectrum, he's called a Sherain? Autistic, right? He apparently, I didn't even know that until that. But there was something circulating around social media that somebody who works for the Real Milk and Honey commented under someone's post about the situation and said, "You're really letting this man to just sit and eat in front of the camera, this autistic man who's just come and sit and eat in front of the camera, tell you all where to eat." And
that's the height of disrespect.
That was after.
Because they're people as well.
Exactly. And they eventually came out and make another statement and said that is not anybody related to them or whatever. But you already started by lying. So
right.
Who are we to believe? How are we to believe that is not true?
Mm-hmm.
That is true or not true? So yeah, that's what's going on with Keith Lee. Right,
I feel as though you have to be able to take, like you said, accountability and learn from the situation. You all could have handled that so differently, and tell him, here's what we need. These are the things we need to work on, and please come back and review us and tell us what you think next time around. Now everybody gonna be watching you side eye. You all look for that, not based on his review, because I believe that there's good and bad advertisements. Just so basically put you all on the map. You all gonna take it further and handle it differently. And say, here's what we provided better service
now. Yeah.
So,
and that's it. That's really actually it. It just was terrible. They were terrible. My question is, now that you know Keith Lee,
right?
Of Keith Lee and what he does, you could imagine Keith Lee coming to Trinidad to do the same thing.
I could think of a few places that I shall not name that he should not go.
Let me just talk about KFC.
I shall not name the KFCs that he should not go, because here's what, right? As much as I do not like this KFC in a particular area, close to a particular mall, have the best KFC. I don't know. The worst customer service. Actually, no. One night, it had this real nice woman. She was by herself. I looked inside and she literally was by herself. and best customer service, but generally it's the worst. It's the worst, but the best taste of chicken.
Yeah, for real. For real. For real. I don't know. You know, in the airport, I don't think I ever experienced bad customer service in KFC in the airport.
I try to remember the last time I went, and I try to remember if the KFC tasted good.
You went with me. Well,
When we were on a trip, or a short trip, I try to remember if the KFC was good. I can't remember.
we were hungry.
Yeah.
We were
I can't
hungry.
remember if it was good. But no, you don't really get bad customer service from the airport.
Yeah.
I don't find so, but I still rate that particular KFC by a particular mall. KFC is the best.
No, but we really need to, some of our food establishments really need to look on customer service.
Agreed.
Like, we shouldn't have to call and order food. The purpose of calling and ordering is so that you don't have to wait.
Yeah.
So if I call and order, why should I still have to wait?
I feel as though some of these people who go into customer service, they are in the wrong profession, or they're very angry. I don't know what it is.
What is it? Why are you all so angry?
But they're just angry. But then again, dealing with customers can be draining, eh?
Yes, it could, but I think with food, you could make somebody belly walk them for bad mind, boy. You have to have some kind of etiquette with serving people with food.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
After KFC, Subway, then McDonald's.
You know what? I've never had a bad customer service. I have always had pleasant people in McDonald's.
Go by the McDonald's by a particular mall.
Why are you saying particular mall?
Because I ain't selling out which McDonald's it is.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be
which
like Kitty
McDonald's?
and people coming for me. I love you. No.
I personally, anytime I visit, and I will call the name, McDonald's at Gull City Mall, Gull City side, not Gull City Mall, not any mall. You know?
But yet have one anymore.
You have one anymore. I have never had bad customer service. I might have got my order wrong, but I've never had bad customer service there at all. Hiccups. I've never had bad experience there at all, and as you all may have learned in the last episode, McDonald's, if I have to choose a favorite fast food restaurant in Trinidad, McDonald's is my first choice. They might be a little pricey, but they're my first choice.
So pricey.
They're very pricey, but yes, McDonald's is my first choice. Yes, yeah, they're real pricey, but they are still my favorites. I feel as though one day I will be able to work with them.
Oh,
I
a collab.
I hope one day I'm able to collab with them.
Okay, I can see that.
I hope one day I am. Yeah.
10-piece nuggets.
I don't want them damn nuggets. I love the American barbecue double chicken.
You know, I never tasted that. I will
I'm
consider it.
obsessed.
Consider it one day. But I think I prefer McDonald's Grand Bazaar.
What, the taste?
Actually, you know what? Scrap that. I don't prefer any of them. We could keep that.
No, you're talking about taste?
No.
You're talking about customer service?
Yeah.
Well, shit. I have never experienced, bad customer service. My branch.
Happy for you.
But yeah.
He should come to
He
Trinidad.
should come to Trinidad. Yeah, he should come
I feel
to
as though
Trinidad.
like people were sort of like, oh my God, let me try to work on stuff.
And then it might tell people, when fucking keep good, what are they gonna do? Come back right here.
Yeah.
I feel they will still have that mentality, but it would be interesting. It would be interesting. Sorry. Damn, but it has been a fun road being on Kiki's side of social media lately. It's funny.
Well, I didn't take it in more.
Oh, all right, y'all. So this is the end of episode 5.
6.
Oh, sorry, 6. Oh, shit. This is the end of episode 6. We have made it again for another week. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure to hit the notification bell on YouTube so you'll be updated every time we post. Also, you can listen to us over on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, also Google Podcasts. And on those platforms, we would really appreciate if you'll leave us a 5-star review and continue supporting us. We do enjoy these chats.
Yeah, and keep the DMs coming.
Keep them coming in. Keep them coming in. Also, we want to take a quick moment to ask for you all to say a prayer for one of our amazing local influencers, such a sweet individual, such a beautiful soul, a beautiful individual, Samara Maloney, who is going through some trying times right now. Her and her family, please keep them in mind in your prayers. We are hoping that the Lord restores her to
Full recovery.
full health. And because no, she's not finished yet.
Yep. Her journey is now starting.
So we hope that you'll keep her in your prayers and her family. So we're ending this episode here. Bye y'all.
Bye guys.